Malfurion versus Valera.
Watch your back.
I must protect the wild.
Savage Command is the wrong type of minion against Rogue. In fact, in this matchup, I almost think of it as more of a 6-drop. So we could keep Druid Claw if we want to save our coin instead of coin wall growth. That way we can pass wall growth, coin, Druid Claw into more 5-drops. Druid Claw is the right type of minion. We want high health minions. I don't think so. We just mulligan it and go for, like Innervate, Mire Keeper, things like that. Oh, cool. Maybe too much ramp though at this point. The problem is, we coin wall growth, we still have 3 mana, with the Innervate Mire Keeper, which is weird. So it's almost like we were half to turn 1 Mire Keeper, and at that point when you turn 1 Mire Keeper, you really don't want to get the 2-2 and the 3-3. Nah, I guess at this point we have to. Let's go ahead and get the 2-2 here. If we go to 3 mana, we're all growthing on 3 mana, wasting 1 mana, and also we have an Innervate in our hand, allowing us to play almost anything. Wall growth into Innervate is already 6 mana on turn 4, the next turn, so you can basically play anything. This card's like Nourish and Forbidden Nature, where I'd want a ton of mana, but
This guy's toast.
Choose soon.
Behold the rage of the Firelands.
So many options.
I almost get a feeling I should have innervated this guy out on turn 2 and just wall growth on 3 if I miss. Because I already had 2 minions on board and I was going for damage and I had Savage Roar in my hand as well. I mean, with Backstab SI, would have killed the Fandral, but the other 2 minions would have survived then. Okay, so we can make a 5-5 and a 3-5 here, or we can Savage Command kills guy. It should be a pretty easy decision then. Savage Command kills guy is too weak of a play. Looking at this situation, when I have Savage Roar and this damage in my hand, well, because I have Savage Command, I guess I would Hero Power this down, but otherwise, like, once we get to this point, we're not looking to trade here anymore. Like, the 3-3 lining up to these minions, they don't really line up that well for me, for him to where I want to trade in. If I bring him down to 16, then he hits me. He goes down to 11. Need to dodge Phantom Knives. Need to dodge Backstab if I don't kill the 1-1.
Time waits for no one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go face. Especially since when I play Living Roots next turn into Savage Roar, the spell power isn't going to be that relevant. He only has 3 cards in his hand, and he actually just wants to kind of suicide this guy to cycle him. Mostly Backstab punishes me a lot, though, if he has Backstab number 2, because he can Backstab trade the 1-1, and I feel like if he trades 1-1 and hits me with a dagger, then it's fine. Especially if you consider it's a rogue. There's a lot of ways to do a slight amount of damage. Feels like we have to Arcane kill this with Living Roots, since he can just kill both roots anyways. We're actually really close to lethal. So he charges 4 damage, 5, 6, 7 damage. Let's say we get him to 10 this turn, make a 3-2 stealth guy. Then it's what, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, are we doing the math wrong? 6, 7, 8, 9. We're 2 off. Okay.
Another night on the prowl.
I'm pretty sure we just set up lethal like this then. I'm putting him in stealth instead of charge here. Should be hard for Rogue to deal with this stealth guy at 2 health. Like, he would need Azure Drake, Fan, Prep, Fan, or something, because every kills Blood Mage. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no! Actually needed that, like, 1 extra damage to lethal him. I'd be 1 off on the charge. Alright, so let's say we get him down to 6 here. Savage Roar, Swipe would give me an out. Otherwise, I can try to Living Roots his guy, get him to 9. Then he can probably kill my guy. If I give him to 6, I need 4 damage. Hero Power 9, 6. Savage, Hero Power. Savage is not an out. Forbidden Ancient's not an out.
Time waits for no one.
Well, you know, Living Roots this guy, hit him in the face. There's also a reverse clock on me where I'm surviving longer. It's not like he's put that much pressure so far anyways, and for the most part this will die to spell though. It's not like he's gonna have to hero power down with the 3-2. But it's possible. I don't like Marquis charging this guy, definitely, against Rogue. Too much removal. I don't get to hero power him or cycle it. Let's play Miracle Rogue.
Soon.
Good things we're not dying next turn probably, so let's see, this is 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, we need 2 damage. Is there anything we top deck where we need to swipe now? I guess we'd swipe now, just for mana. Need 1 damage or 2 turns. I actually could have won this game. Maybe if I didn't Living Roots that guy and got his face. There's also where I should have innervated out the guy in turn 2, like my 3-4 instead of Well Growthing. I also think I shouldn't have played the Saber. Because if you think of the clock, even though I don't kill him, if I don't stealth it, I would still like charge eventually, right? So maybe I still survive. I don't know. It's like I didn't have to go for the lethal that turn and stealth it. I could have just kept him in my hand, just in case he kills it. Wow. I'm pretty close to dying, right? And he needs... I mean, it's Miracles, so it's not running Cold Bloods. He needs 2 Sinisters. It's 1 off. Yeah. If he had cold blood, it would have killed me there. It's so sinister.
Well played.
Another night on the prowl.
Malfurion versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild. Nature must be preserved.
Other druids like wall druids, this deck has a hard time with the walls. We're gonna keep this though for the curve. A 2-5 against the wall stuff is actually not very good. I guess better than 2-4 because it sometimes survives. Like a druid call. You could actually think about making a 5-2. I don't think so. Okay, it's definitely not against Living Roots. It's just too easy to kill with Living Roots and Wrath. If I make it a 5-2. If I innervate Druid Flame here, turn 2 Wall Growth, then I can coin out the Drake. The only reason to do that is we get an earlier Druid Flame. Otherwise, Wall Growth this turn Druid Flame, and then we have, you know, 4 mana. It's a little bit awkward. It depends what we top deck. I think we're going to top deck well enough. So just going to go ahead and do this instead of turn 1 Druid Flame.
Spectacular.
Our deck is really 4-drop heavy.
Bathe in flame.
He has a bad curve, kind of. We'll see. Hopefully I top deck a 4-drop. Forbidden Ancient. Ooh. Can innervate at a 6-6 here. That gets... 6-6 is really good. The only problem is, then we don't have Drake innervate Wrath for 4, but our guy's too bigger.
What to do?
And that's perfect against Druid Claw. It's actually pretty good against 4-6s if he plays the Yeti, like the Cthulhu Yeti. I'm gonna do it. And here I should trade. It saves my guy from swipe. Please no Keeper. I haven't seen Keeper in ages. I don't think people are running Keeper. Okay. I mean, Keeper of the Grove, not Mire Keeper. I actually will probably double Wrath or do some kind of like Wrath move here over Drake. Because my board is big enough already. Like, I want to keep my 6-6 healthy. I don't want his minions killing my guy. This is the main guy I'm trying to protect right now. I can do this trade here. Let me think about this for a second. I can Hero Power or cycle the Wrath. I think we keep the Wrath. We have a good amount of minions. The only thing we're cycling for is Savage Roar. Which is fine, but I like the flexibility Wrath gives me, especially with an Azure Drake in my hand. If I only had 1 more mana. If we want to go for the if we want to go for the strongest board, we just trade the 6-6 and play another 6-6. Otherwise, we can trade 2-2 Wrath and Mire Keeper. It's actually pretty strong. So let me think. Playing 5 power with the Mire Keeper. Not really losing anything. Then I'm losing 6 damage. I can't really justify that. Especially with him playing 1 Living Roots already. It's unlikely to get Spell Power Swipe this turn. Very unlikely.
The Ancient One calls.
Oh, so I'm a little bit off again. The Fandral lasting a Wrath for 4, even better than Drake. But this is I need to do it for 5. Probably gonna play Drake here first. Four, 5, 6, 7. That's tempting, because we can almost just trade here and hero power and then have Super Wrath and everything next turn.
Time waits for no one. For the wild.
I don't think it makes sense, because it's only a 6/2, so any spell he can use can remove that instead of this. Yeah, he just, instead of removing this, he just removes the 6/2. Any minions he plays, I can, like taunt minions, yeah, I can just get through with the Wrath extra in my hand. So, like, we have just as much damage through any walls, and we have, like, we're just, I think it's I guess if I had more time I can explain everything, but...
The land serves me.
Take a walk on the wild side.
I guess basically there's no reason to do the other move, because no matter what he does, if he casts removal it's the same, and if he plays walls I can get more damage in by saving the Wrath too. Alright, let's go ahead and... Nourish? Innervate, Nourish. Give me those cards, and I get 2 mana. Can actually wall growth, but this doesn't make sense. Let's see, this still, we need 4 damage after.
Born to be wild.
Feel my wrath.
I don't think that's a big enough wall.
Where shall I strike?
Actually, I made a big mistake this game. I definitely should have innervated at the Azure Drake and just traded with the 2/2. I still get a good trade. I set up a 4/4 against a 3/4.
I must protect the wild.
Potentially playing a 5/5 Druid Flame as well, which would have helped so much against Flame Breathe Faceless.
The light protects me.
Why do you call? The rage of the firelands.
Looks like a turn 3 Savage or 4 swipe 5 Drake. Savage is kind of weird, but still seems better than my other alternatives for now with this hand.
Bathe in flame.
It's not as appealing, especially if he killed my Fandral. I was thinking maybe something like Savage or trade in for something deal 5 damage with Fandral or something. Swipe does allow us to almost clear his board. Doesn't line up too well here. It is our strongest play. Swipe gives him a 1/1 against the 2/4 or 2/3, 2/4. Problem is I'm not developing Druid Saber. And the extra 1/1s he gets from Imp King I don't think is that important.
For the wild.
Put this apple on your head.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Oh, lucky me. So I killed Juggler, and I can either swipe, leaving up, let's say, 1/2 power, or I could draw the Claw, which will leave up contest 6 power. Let's see, he'll have 2, and now he'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Druid Claw stronger move. I kind of like Druid Claw more. It is weak to PO, but I can just swipe next turn still. I should have thought I'd see Giant Gormok. Those cards are a lot different if you kill stuff. At least I cleared board before Seat Giant. That's a scary one that will end the game. Gormok, I can kind of deal with this swipe. Alright, one more swipe here. Or should I? I don't think this is a swipe turn. If I swipe next turn, I can... It's not that mana efficient. Maybe I get Enervate, but... Ooh. Because we can play both of these on 8. I basically need to keep the board down minions, number of minions wise. I think Sea Giant is the main way I lose this game. It's not, he can't play Sea Giant this turn. Okay, that's good. I think he's dead. He actually filled the board, so it's even better for me to... Because I don't have to kill the 1/1 after. This Sea Giant, this is scary. I was thinking that's scary, but wow, it's still kind of scary. If I take the 8 damage with hero power, 14, what is that? 14 minus 8, 6. I died to Leroy. Still not that likely I die, but I can also do some Savage Roar play to clear it. Savage Roar Cairn. Well, we care about only face damage, right? So if he's Savage Roar, trade in Savage Combatant. Yeah, this is fine. Wait, is it lethal? Oh my god. Oops. It wasn't even close. Alright, be right back. I need a break. Be right back. I'll be back in like 1 or 2 minutes. That's the one matchup that Zoo's always going to be good, even right now. Because the whole like Nervian Egg thing and Haunted Creeper, while it's like really good at like stopping things like Tempo Mage, like basically decks that rely on, I guess, like minions really. I don't know. I mean, Druid is different. Like you play Flame Imps against Druid, just random like 3/2s. If you play enough, you'll win. Like Druid doesn't have any AoE, right? Pretty much. So like the whole like Death Rattle thing, dodging AoE doesn't really change that matchup a lot. I think it's actually a pretty good hand. I'd say I'd probably drop Saber because Wrath can contest anything that Saber can. Saber's better. Let's see what situations. Killing Flametongue Totem. We'll just keep everything. It's a low curve, so we may play this like Saber Hero Power. It's not even the worst in turn 4.
Another night on the prowl.
Living Roots isn't really good here.
The light protects me.
Start by killing this. I need to think about what to do. Living Roots, the 3/2. Forbidden Ancient is 1/1's pointless. I can also charge for a Saber into the 3/2. Thing is with Mark though, I actually like this the best. So what I can do is Living Roots this next turn, and then Mark turn this into 5/4, kill something else. So I can kill this now. Or I can kill things like Flame Tongue Totem. Swipe isn't good enough here yet. 5/4, Living Roots this guy. I can actually... So actually a couple of plays I can do. I can actually stealth and set up for swipe. So just Living Roots the 3/2. Keep my guy stealthed. Hero Power the Divine Shield. Wrath, Hero Power the Totem next turn. That'll clear the board, give me a 5/4. Whereas if I trade in here, Living Roots, Hero Power you can trade. But I also drew the Claw, so that's not even the worst thing either.
Time waits for no one. For the wild.
Okay, I still have time to think about it.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here. For the wilds. Where shall I start?
Let's look at the clock. We have 9 damage a turn. If you can't get the Return, I feel like I'll play Ancient. That way we can play Azure Drake next turn. I was thinking Hero Power, play Ancient 8/8 next turn. That's still not even really more power. So they get a 2/2 and a 4/4, 6/6 next turn. Plus they get to play the minion earlier, which is better. I think this this top deck was amazing.